So in my previous video, well, one of my previous videos, I had mentioned being totally in love with the Uniqlo style sling bags, the mini round crossbody. This one I mentioned is, although I do own ones from Uniqlo, this one is my favorite. It is one that I got off of yesstyle for like 10 bucks at the time, so half the price of the one sold at Uniqlo. Uniqlo is like $19.90, which is 20 bucks basically. This one I like because it's a little more quilted and padded. It's a little more fluffy basically. And yeah, this one was something that I've been wearing for like a while now. But I wanted something different, and I showed in my previous haul the Cost bag, which is like a leather version. So if you want something a little more upgraded, something a little bit more refined looking, get that one. That one's a really good one if you want something more put together. But I was looking for so I don't usually like vegan leather because over time they kind of, I got some lip gloss from my last video, lip balm actually. But I don't like vegan leather because it doesn't last. Like, it looks good and maybe it's more eco-friendly for like a moment, but overall it's not made to last, and eventually the pleather, whatever, leather will start flaking and peeling off. So it's gonna, you're gonna end up throwing it away. So it's not environmentally better, I think. I'd rather have something made of leather that will last for a long time, or my other option, nylon. I love nylon bags. So yeah, so I've decided to sell off a lot of my bags that are not leather. So all like the vegan leathers I've gotten rid of. So now I'm only buying nylon bags or full leather bags. That's it. Nothing in between. And I'm still currently trying to downsize. I realized I really like a bag that has a zipper closure. I'm trying to minimize tote bags that have like an opening with no clasp, no zipper. Ideally a zipper. Maybe if I really like the style, maybe I'll keep like a tote bag with a magnetic closure. But yeah, I'm trying to downsize or like be really specific about what I want to buy. So back to the point. Loving the half moon crescent-shaped bags, but wanted something a little bit bigger for those days when I'm carrying a little bit more. Like maybe I want to bring my camera along. I mean, this I can probably fit my camera in, but not much else. Like if I wanted to put a water bottle in here, it'll be a tight fit, and I don't really feel comfortable putting my water bottle with my camera. But anyway, so I decided to start looking at the next option up, which is, so Uniqlo doesn't make a bigger bag than this, I don't think, in nylon. So the other popular bag that I kind of avoided because I didn't think I wanted such a big bag was the crescent-shaped bag from BAGGU, the medium size to be specific. That one I think is a little, it's bigger than the small that they have, which is probably comparable to this one. So I was looking and I was like, oh my god, this BAGGU bag, nylon, I paid $10 for this, and the BAGGU bag, the medium size, is like 52 bucks. So for nylon, I'm like, I don't know. So I tried looking around online to see if I could find a dupe. And yeah, like I looked and easy. I found a dupe on Amazon for, I think it was like 20 bucks. And so I decided to order both, and both arrived at around the same time. So let's see. This is the BAGGU bag. And you see their logo stitched in or embossed or embroidered or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the correct term is, but kind of surprised by the texture. So the Uniqlo bag and the dupe bag that I have, their textures are both basically the same. I think virtually identical. Like you wouldn't be able to really tell except for the padding. But this one's like soft and malleable. The BAGGU nylon is stiffer, and I don't know, it makes more noise if you're kind of like into like sensory stuff, but definitely a stiffer, probably more resistant to tearing, I guess, more durable, I guess the word would be, kind of nylon. So I don't know, like definitely sturdier. And inside there's a zip pocket on one side here, and flip it around and there's another zip pocket there. And I love that the lining is stitched down so it's not like flopping all over the place. I hate that. But yeah, so very simple design. Expands a little bit this way. You can see the depth. yeah, that is the BAGGU bag. Very basic. And then this is the nylon, also half moon shape, also medium bag from Amazon. So I would say visually, at first they look the same, but I would say the nylon on the BAGGU definitely feels a tiny bit, like minuscule bit, more resistant, more durable, more, I don't know, thicker. This one feels a little tiny bit thinner, and the lining is a little bit more sloppy. It's not as, so, okay. So inside the bag, you have the zip pocket on one side, but on the other side, on the Amazon dupe, it is a slip pocket. And I'm not totally wild about it. So the one bad thing I don't like about the Uniqlo and the dupe bags of the mini round crossbodies is that they're all slip pockets inside. And you throw something in your bag, and if you're not looking, it'll end up in one of those slip pockets. So not really great for organization. Everything just falls into that slip pocket. So I wish that it had been 2 zip pockets, like on the BAGGU bag. So inside this bag, there's like a key clip, key fob, key holder. I don't know what you call it, or what you can clip your key ring onto it, or anything else, I guess. So that's interesting. I wish that was in the BAGGU bag. That would be helpful. But overall, so that one was $52. This one was $20-ish. I think $22, $21. And I don't know, is the BAGGU bag twice as good as this Amazon bag? Probably not. But I feel like I will have a better experience using something this durable versus this one. One thing I don't like about this, the what do you call it? The crossbody strap, the shoulder strap. This one, I don't know, it feels more like a seatbelt material. This one is definitely thicker and sturdier. This one, because it's a heavier weight also, the BAGGU one, it doesn't flop around as much as this one. This one just kind of like wobbles, flops in the wind. There's a little like elastic thing here, so I'm not sure, like maybe you're supposed to loop it and kind of put it under the loop, but that just looks weird too. So I'm not sure what this little elastic loop is for. But yeah, I'm actually thinking about just keeping the BAGGU bag. I don't necessarily think, you want to pay twice as much for this material because it's not twice as good, but still, I feel like maybe this material is a little cheaper feeling. And this one, because the material's thicker and sturdier, it holds its shape more. So this one ends up, I feel like the Amazon one ends up looking a tiny bit sloppier, but I don't know, if you keep it full, probably not, but if you don't carry a lot of stuff, I feel like this one looks a little more floppy looking. So my overall recommendation is, if cost isn't really like a big issue, go with the BAGGU. Twice as much, but I feel like the material is slightly better and it holds its shape better, so you preserve that, that silhouette more with this one. Yeah, this one's sturdier, a little stiffer, a little thicker, a little more durable. I like the thickness of the strap. I feel like this one feels a little bit better on the shoulder versus the dupe version. And I feel like, I don't know, in person, I feel like this one is blacker. The BAGGU is blacker than this black. This one, I don't know, looks a little more faded when I look at them side by side. It might not show that way on camera, but I feel like the black is a little bit more intense on the BAGGU. So, I mean, unless you don't really care and you just want a similar looking bag, go with this one. Yeah, I think BAGGU still has more print and color options. I was looking at this black and white gingham, but I don't know how often I would wear that one, so I went with the basic black. And on that note, I also found a good deal on this one. I think it's a discontinued bag. It's the Lululemon. It's a shoulder bag, pleated shoulder bag. I think that's what it's called, in the 10-liter version. So let me just try to get up in. So this is what that bag looks like. So this is the Lululemon bag. It doesn't look that cute here, but I'll show like a mod shot of not a mod shot, but a stock photo. but it's very black. It has pleats here and here. One side is actually a zipper, a compartment that goes all the way to here. I feel like if you can see my hands, it goes there. Pretty deep too. So I would put probably my personal items in there, or like my phone at least. Inside there's a zipper compartment right here, and the pockets on the other side there, and that's basically it. But it holds a lot. And I don't usually like shoulder bags because I feel like they kind of slip off my shoulder, especially if I'm like moving around and trying to shop at the same time. But this is a cute bag actually. I really like it. It's a different type of nylon, very thin, but has like a lot of backing and like lining, so it doesn't feel or look cheap. I like this strap. It's ribbed and it has a tiny bit of elasticity, but not a lot, so it's not going to stretch out, or like you won't be able to wear a crossbody, for example. And I love the double zips. So there's one zipper here, one zipper there. You can keep a little bit, like maybe mid-zipped, half-zipped, so you can kind of reach in whenever you need to and grab stuff. You don't have to keep it zipped all the time. No zipper on the back, just plain, but I kind of like it. And I like how this bag is monochromatic. I feel like a lot of the Lululemon bags, they have like a silverish, silver tone hardware, but I like that it's black. If right now there's a light shining because I'm using my camera, but otherwise it just looks black on black. And you really can't see that logo because I'm not about the logos, which is why I don't really mind the BAGGU logo on this, because you don't really see it in like natural lighting. But in comparison, let's see. So that's the BAGGU bag. This is the Lululemon. I mean, that was a Lululemon bag. This is the BAGGU bag. About the same shape. I mean, yeah, same width, same shape, basically. The Lululemon's a little taller. Obviously, it'll hold more stuff. The Lululemon will. If you couldn't see it before, here's a better shot. This is the Amazon dupe version. This is the BAGGU version over here. And same size. I mean, same width at least. I feel like the Amazon version's a little bit shorter. So based on the dimensions, the proportions, this one, I like the proportions on this one a little bit more. It looks more like an orange slice, you know? This one, not as tall, but just as wide. So it looks a little flatter, which I don't think is as cute as the BAGGU. Like if you're nitpicking, I prefer the shape of this one slightly more. I think the proportions are better. And here is the Uniqlo / yesstyle dupe bag that I bought. And in my last video I showed the two. They're the same size. And this is how the Crescent bag compares to the BAGGU bag. So black on black, I know it's hard to see, but the BAGGU bag is a little bit wider and a little bit taller, so that's how much taller it is. And yeah, so this one, I just want to say, this one has like a thin plasticky zipper. I don't think it's metal, but it's thin. I like this one. It's like a chunkier, thicker zipper. And there's a similar zipper on this one too. It's like plasticky and thicker. But I like how more, I don't know, not industrial, but I don't know what the word is. This one's a little more like normal. This one's a little thicker, chunkier. Yeah, I like, so still love this style bag, but if you want an upgrade, get the BAGGU. I like it. I don't prefer one or the other. I guess I still prefer the material of the Crescent bags, the round bags from Uniqlo and company over there. This one, it's a noisier, definitely sturdier type of nylon. And this one, the nylon's different on this one too. A little bit more, I don't know. I feel like this one's a little bit more feminine, like the material. I don't know if material can be feminine, but you know what I mean? Like a little daintier, a little bit more airy. Yeah. This one's a different type of nylon in all different bags. So all black. Probably returning that one. Yes, definitely will be returning the Amazon dupe version, and we'll be keeping the rest. So that's what I've been using. This is what I've been shopping for. All these are nylon bags, and I think they're pretty popular, and you've probably already seen this. They don't make this one anymore, but there are lots of resellers, there are lots of dupes, so try to get your hands on that if you're interested. And that's about it.